heard this quote at work one day. Perfection is the enemy of greatness. And honestly, my first thought was this. That's a dumb quote. Because I've always believed you should chase perfection. I mean, isn't that the point? If you aim for anything less than perfection, like excellence or greatness, then haven't you already lowered the bar? That was my logic. Until I sat with a quote for a minute, and I realized that quote wasn't dumb. In fact, it might be one of the most important things I've ever heard. Because what that quote was really saying, and what I had to painfully learn, is this. Most people never become great because they're too busy trying to be perfect. Let me give you a real-world example. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, it's my Saturday morning routine. Yep, food prep, laundry, and house chores. Now, I'm not someone who enjoys cleaning or folding laundry or meal prepping broccoli, but I do know one thing about myself. If I don't do all of it on Saturday by about 2 p.m., it's not happening. Not Sunday, not Monday, not ever. For the longest time, I had this ideal version of myself in my head, this imaginary perfect person who did a little laundry every day, cooked fresh meals every night, vacuumed on Wednesdays, and probably flossed twice daily, exactly like the dentist tells you to do. But here's the thing, that version of me doesn't exist. It never has, and it probably never will. So I made a deal with myself. Every Saturday, I get up, I run errands with my best friend, and then I work. From the moment I get back until about 2 p.m. No scrolling, no distractions, just food, laundry, and cleaning. And why 2 p.m. on a Saturday? No idea. My brain picked that number and it stuck, but it works. By 2 p.m. most Saturdays, I've prepped all the meals for the week, I've done my laundry, and I've cleaned at least part of my house. And let me tell you something. This routine changed my life. Now, I know you think that sounds a little bit dramatic. And I know that not everyone can carve out their Saturday mornings for productivity. That's not really the point. The point is this. I stopped trying to be perfect. And I started trying to be great at what actually works for me. Here's the thing about perfection. It sounds noble. It looks shiny and it feels like a worthy goal. But for most of us, perfection is a stall tactic. Perfection says, don't start until it's just right. Don't start until it's just right. I even messed that up. Greatness says, start messy. Adjust as you go. Perfection says, if you miss one step, you've failed. Greatness says, missing a step just means you're human. And that's the part that hurts a little. I had to admit, if I want to be great, I won't necessarily be perfect. Ouch. Because for people like me, recovering perfectionist, that's a hard truth. But at the same time, it's also freeing. It means I no longer have to wait for the stars to align before I get started. It means I can prep meals that aren't Pinterest worthy. I can fold laundry while half listening to a podcast. I can vacuum only half my house. And I can clean just one bathroom every other week. And I can still call it a win. Now, maybe your version of this isn't food prepping or cleaning. Maybe it's launching a project, writing a book, starting a business, going to therapy, applying for a job, asking that question, or having a difficult conversation. Whatever it is, don't wait for it to be perfect. Start clumsy, start scared, start inconsistently. Just start. Because perfection is the enemy of greatness. And if you're always waiting to be perfect, you'll never be great. So here's my challenge to you. Stop trying to be perfect. Start trying to be great at what works in your real life. And maybe, just maybe, a Saturday 2 p.m. deadline will become your secret weapon as well.